So for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create an in-store mock ad. So all I did was Google a AT&T store to find a good interior image where you can actually see some branding in stores. And what we want to do is we want to replace one of the branded images with an image of your choice. So if you're using this for a sponsorship pitch deck, if you're using this just to show proof of concept, here's a simple way to do something like that. So the first thing I want to do is select the actual poster that I actually want to edit for this in-store ad. So I really like the way that this is set up, and all I want to do is change out this photo to an image of my choice. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in just so that we can get a better idea and clearer idea for our selections to be made. The poly tool is one of the best tools to make these selections, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here. I'm going to click at the top and I'm just going to work my way around the poster. Of course, we want to make sure that we don't get the table because we want this to look as realistic as possible. And I'm just selecting all the corner points. And perfect. And I'm just going to close it right here. And now we have that square image selected. So to remove this curve, there's a couple of ways that it can be done. I'm going to start by using the magnetic lasso tool. And the reason I like the magnetic lasso tool is because it tries to use a magnet to create the shape that it's following. So for this selection, I want to subtract this curve that's happening here. So I want to make sure to go up and go to the subtract from selection, and now we can actually go in and start selecting that curve. And as you can see with the magnet, it's automatically just creating the shape as I'm just following the line. All right, and then now I'm just going to close it, and voila. So now, if I go down here to this square with the circle in the middle to create the mask, I have this image now selected. I want to invert it. And now we have the store with this blank area here. So let's say I want to add an image of an athlete on a cell phone for this in-store ad. So I'm going to go find my image, and I'm just going to drag it in. And we're just going to hit open. Perfect. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize it so that it actually fits the actual size of the poster. Whenever you're using the move tool, you want to make sure that this chain link is selected so that it stays proportionate when you're resizing. And perfect. This looks pretty good right here. And then I'm just going to zoom in because I kind of want to make sure it's rotated to fit the actual line, because as you can see, the image is a little bit tilted. So we want it to look as realistic as possible. All right, that looks good. Perfect. And then now I'm going to drag the photo layer underneath the store. And then now I'm going to, again, just make some adjustments by moving the image. And this actually looks really good like this. Now, if you want to make the image bigger or smaller, again, you can just adjust the size. If we want to make it nice and big here, even if we want to go a little bit lower, to where you don't see most of her body, but you see most of her on the phone, and cutting off a little bit piece of her hair. Voila. So now if I zoom out, now we put the image of the athlete on her cell phone in this AT&T ad. Simple as that. I hope that this tutorial was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I can't wait to see what you all create.